They are racist. The royal family is racist and it is steamed in racism. And anybody with a brain should know this because the royal family, they want to have their cake and eat it. And that's the thing that always annoys me is just own it. Own it. I have more respect for a guy who is racist to me in my face than a guy who is racist behind my back. Because, okay, both are idiots, but I respect you more. As much as I hate you, I respect you more because you're being racist to my face. I have zero respect for people who are racist behind my back. It's like, and that is just again, it goes back to the amazing bar said by Prodigy from Mob Deep, which is that um, rob land like white man plans to overtake your whole ish ship while shaking your hand. Don't be conning. Don't be conniving. Just be straight. Um, the royal family. You see, because people say, okay, what evidence is there? What evidence is there? From somebody who went to school with people linked to this whole royal stuff. For instance, a guy in my year that I went to school, a guy in my year lived next to and knew Kate, Kate's homegirl. you know, knew Kate's homegirl who's married to what's it called the Prince Will dude. He knew Kate's homegirl. So, and I know these kinds of people because I went to school with these people for 7 years. For 7 years. And you have to understand what this is about. It's about perception, and it's about a fantasy, and it's about a mirage. Because it is very important that this royal family is kept white because of the perception, because of the need of white supremacy. This is why I keep on trying to tell you people right now. You don't understand me, you people right now. I'm trying to tell you facts. White people will never give up the feeling of superiority, of feeling superior. Nah, it's too good to give. They never will. England, specifically, not all English people, but a lot of English people, they need that royal family because it makes them feel superior. And that superiority, they rather die than give that up. They need the royal family to be white because that goes into their fantasy of whites being the best and just feeling superior and better than because you have the white skin. So it is important it's kept fully white, which way it comes to the whole one drop rule. So this it's so deep. It is so deep. Megan, if you look at Megan in a certain light, she looks white. She still looks, if you go close, she still looks, you have to squint to say, okay, maybe she looks white. So these people, you are so hung up on your whiteness. You're so desperate for your whiteness. Someone that basically looks white, whose son is going to pretty much be white, that still bothers you. Because any shred of non whiteness, ah man, which is what goes with the tabloids as well, because the tabloids and the newspapers, they were so angered that a non-white person is now competing with their princess and queen, Kate Homegirl, that they have to paint her as just this villain. And it's like, it's obvious. Because these are the kinds of things that my sister went through um, in school in England. And these are the kind of things that several non-white people go through to school in England. So this is just coming from me, from somebody from experience who lives in England and has been through to school in England. Don't believe the lies that they send forth towards you. The royal family is this amazing welcoming thing with the Commonwealth and so forth. Those are all lies. All complete lies. I'm telling you right now from somebody who lives in England, who went to school with people that are within the same kind of cycles as people in our royal family. These guys are racist. And these guys view black people as less. They view black people as, look at all these are colonies. These are guys that we colonize, these useless, barbaric, backward people. That's how they view them. And my thing is that all I ask is just be straight. Don't paint yourself as all welcoming, we love all races and so forth and everything. But then you're like, nah, screw this black people. I don't want any blackness. It's like So you are promoting the Commonwealth and so forth, and like, yeah, we're all together, but you don't want them anywhere near your family. And the perfect example was in the film One Night in Miami, where you see Bo Bridges' character, um, and of course the name of the actor, with the guy who plays Jim Brown, who he loves him. He says, "Oh, you're great, you're amazing, I'm your biggest fan," blah blah. But once he wants to enter into his house, like, no, bro, we don't allow people like you into our house. I will support you. I love you. I'm your biggest fan outside the house, but inside the house, no, you're not. So the royal family is like, oh man, we love black people, take pictures of black people, and so forth. You want to marry into our family? You don't come to our house? No. So my thing is, don't promote yourself as this loving thing of the Commonwealth when we know that you think you, because for I told you I went to school with these people. I know these people. Behind closed doors, they're cracking jokes about Indians, about Chinese, about South Africans. They're cracking jokes about all non-white people. It's what they do because they think less of them. They think less of them. So all this stuff that people just, I'm just glad that this stuff is out, so people know what the truth is. See, people in England, let me just say, England, they will never abolish the monarchy because a lot of, not all, see, in England, there is a, I want to believe that there's a split. People mostly, I would say, in London, like the cities that are cosmopolitan and are mixed, they don't give a crap about the freaking monarchy. They're like, "Hey, look, modernized," because these are guys who grew up where, with the rise of drum and bass, through the rise of the subculture and so forth, that are like, take us the monarchy. But those in the countryside, because where I went to school was in the countryside where it's completely white, fully white in the countryside, those people will rather die than let go of the monarchy because those people are stuck up, stiff upper lip, unseasoned, posh, one-dimensional, boring, just the worst of the, like, the worst kind of people you can meet. People who just have zero personality, just the absolute filth, absolute filthy people. I told you, like, I don't have a lot of hate for people, but I you could maybe act that I truly hate those posh, upper class, stiff upper lip, privileged people who just live in the countryside, in their little $1 million homes and so forth. Those people, they make me sick. They make me sick. And I just told you, like, and I said to people, I don't buy. To quote Riddick, I bow down to no man. I ain't bowing down to nobody. I'm not bowing down. So all because you're an elderly lady with a crown and you were born into privilege, I should bow down to you. Because here's the thing, and this is just what I ask people. Just be logical here. So I'm bowing down to you because I am respecting. You see, if you say Beyonce, man, you're an amazing singer. Jay-Z, you're an amazing rapper. Jeff Bezos, you created a delivery service that's changed the entire world. You know, what's it called? Jack, Twitter, you created probably one of the craziest social media apps the world has ever seen. So when you see those guys, you're like, wow, look, wait, what makes you so special? All because you're part of a blood, because you were born, because you were linked to some king thousands of years ago. So what? Like, no, what's me? And that's what people have to ask themselves. Just that people are so steeped in their fancy. But I say to people that England is a country of Elstree Studios, Shakespeare, amazing dramatical arts, um, the home of freaking Harry Potter, amazing writers, amazing actors, amazing actresses, amazing musicians that should be championed. Why the hell are you championing a freaking monarchy? So you think that people are not rushing to England? The new Batman film is being filmed in England. The Star Wars film before was filmed in England. So this is a place that will always have tourist attractions because of what it has given to the world. A freaking monarchy, though. Get the heck out of here, man. Nah, man.